Hello everyone. After my previous video, I am getting a lot of questions like if we cannot take any vector from websites like FreePic or other websites, then how to make designs. Now, there is always copyright if you are taking any other's work, but still people are making designs like designer making design and selling them on Upwork, Fiverr, Amazon, websites like them. So here I am going to explain how you can take vectors without violating anyone's copyright and of course use them in your design. So you can see I am in FreePic now. I just made a search like bike, then these come ups, these are all vector files. Now you can see some of them are here premium vectors, some of them are not. If you are seeing this crown icon here, that means it is premium, and if there is no crown icon, this is not premium. This is free to download, but still if you downloading from here, you have to attribute the author. That means you have to give credit. But when you are making designs for Upwork or Fiverr or using in your Teespring store or Amazon store, then you cannot give credit there. There is no option. But still you can use this kind of designs in your inside your design, and I am going to explain you that in this video. So you can see here I take two vectors like this one here. This is free to download, but when I am downloading this free, I have to credit the author. And this one here, this is not free to download. I I have premium license, so I can download, but still it is not legal to use this in my design directly. So what we did when we are taking vectors like this, I have seen so many people that they just copy this image and then trace that in Illustrator or maybe this one. But when you are taking vectors from different websites like this, you need to keep in mind that you can use their vector in your design as a element of your design or maybe a part of your design, not the main design. Like you can see here is a lot of, this is just a bundle, vector bundle. Here is a lot of elements like this bikes here, this man silhouette here, everything here. This is a bundle and this one is not. This is just a vector. This one is the main vector. So when I am taking this one, there will obviously copyright because this image will be easily foundable, as this one is the main image of this vector. So wherever I am using this image, that will be foundable because this image has only this as a premium, as a main focus. But you can see here there is a lot of elements here, and those are like this one, they are not in focus but they are all together in a bundle. So I can take this vector and use some of this element to use in my design, not as the main design. So that is what I am going to share today, that how can you modify a vector from FreePic or some free websites and make that unique in your own style. So that is how I am going to show. You can see here I take that vector and I take that another vector of this mountain group here. Now this is a group here. I can take any element from here and then make that, use that in my design. So I am going to take these two elements like this mountain here, this one, and this bike here, and this one I take from one of my previous work. So I am going to use these three in my design and I am erasing all of them. So these three will be my, will inside my main design. So I am going to use them as a part of my design, not the main focus of my design. So before that I need to make some adjustment. Like you can see there is some white parts, so I am going to use my magic wand tool to select all the whites here, then cut them. Now I am selecting all of them and uniting them. Then I am going to my transparency panel here and pasting that white in front. That means Ctrl F. You can see they are pasted in front but they are now in white, so they are not visible. If I make them black, then you can see they are visible. So that's how I erase that white part from my image, but still my details are here. So I am going to make a quick video here that how to modify vectors and how to use them in your design. Like I want to place that somewhere like this. Now here I can maintain the proportion, like the mountain is very big and this man should be smaller, but my main focus of my design is this biker here, so I cannot just make him smaller or proportion with my mountain here. So I am keeping him big and mountain is small, and I am going to use my offset path here, just not that much, maybe this one. Cut them, and now paste in mountains transparency panel. This is in black, so you can see now it is looking like cutout. So now this is my design. I am making them a group. You can see I take two different vectors here, but they are not separately recognizable as they are part from a two different vector bundle. That's why I can take them and I can use them in my design. Now if I just leave them like this, they will be easily foundable, because search engines find, like, they search it with id and then the visual appearance of images. So if I just add some more elements in my design, then this will not be easily recognizable. So that is what modifying vector. So I am using them and making my own style of vectors. Now I just want to add some maybe text here, so I am going to use maybe this one here, but not that kind of here. I need to place them center wise. Okay, maybe something like this. Now I can make that a bit bigger, copy and paste in front. I am going to use it something like this, and then copy paste in front, making another copy of that ellipse. Now I have three ellipses here, and because I just want to add some elements in my design, I can simply add some text here. So maybe I can add my text in this ellipse, but I want to keep a copy of this. So I am going to copy this, and now I am going to take my type on path tool, clicking here. I am just adding a sample text here, just to make my design unique, and not unique, just to add some elements in my design, so that this is not a image directly from a vector I copied from FreePic. So this is called modification. I am not using them as they are. I am just adding some of them, combining them to make my own design. Now you can see this is my vector text here, but as I kept a copy of my ellipse here, I can simply paste that in front. You can see now my ellipse is here, but if I select this ellipse here and take my direct selection tool and erase this part of the ellipse, then I will have a part here. Now maybe I can use my plus tools here to make something like this, maybe this one here and this one here, just to make 2 points. And now if I click here, select this point with my direct selection tool, I can simply erase them. Now you can see I have vector with text, and I want them to be overlap my ellipse here. So I am going to make offset path for that, my mountain and that group. So maybe 5 pixel is okay. So I am cutting that. Now I need to break this font, as I don't want that to be editable, something like that. So I am going to taking I need to make them in same size. So this one is 10 point, I am making this one too in 10 point, but as you can see here is the gap between this area and this area are not same. So I am going to make it a bit smaller, something like this. Of course I have to make that 10 point. Yeah, that is now okay for me. Now I am going to select these three text and these two ellipse, making them a group, transparency, and pasting that mountains offset path inside here, and I must make them black. So as you can see, they are now black, and of course there is these areas are still visible. So I can simply take my pen tool here to hide that. Now this is now my design with those vectors and with my text. Now they are not that complete final vector I take from FreePic. I modified them, and of course I can simply add some more elements here, as much as as much as possible. Like I don't want them to be stay as they were in original. Mountains, something like this, but in some kind of vintage font. So like something like this maybe. Okay, if I just make this one capital S and then break it, I'm breaking this because I want to cover this lower part of my design here, something like this, so that these areas are not will not be visible. So I'm going to make all of them a group here without this mountain text. Now I am aligning them together, making offset path for my mountain text. Cut that. Now selecting that group and paste in front. Inside that transparency panel, okay, that is actually a bit smaller. I need to make this a bit bigger, something like 10 point. Yeah, that will work for me. Now I am going inside this transparency panel, paste in front. Now they must be in black. Every time I am pasting something inside transparency, I must check that they are black. Now if you can see these areas are, that mountain is visible from there. So I can simply take my pen tool here to make those areas kind of invisible, and I don't want them to be visible from my text here. Okay, I am not going to make that in a very perfect way. I am just making a draft here to show you. Okay, so this is now my text. I can add something more. Outdoor adventure or something like this. I can simply place that here, maybe making a bit smaller in size to align with my text here. Okay, so now you can see I have modified that vector, and that is not now that is now far different from my original design here. Whatever my original design was, this is now far different from that one. And as I have some trees here, I can easily use them in my design. So I am going to make a custom brush of that art brush from that tree. Yeah, something like this. Now maybe another copy here, same style art brush. Okay, now as I kept this strokes here, I can simply replace them with my tree here. Okay, this is actually a bit bigger. Let me just fix that. Okay, here I made two more brushes, but in a smaller size of this tree. So now I can simply come here and then replace them with that tree, something like this maybe, and of course this one with that opposite one, but I am going to make them similar size. Okay, now I have them here, but I can still modify them to something like this. Maybe just cut and paste in back, something like this, that, or maybe it was okay where it was. Now this is now my final design. So this is the way of modifying vectors. You can easily use FreePic vectors, and you don't need to give courtesy to them when you are modifying them or taking 2-3 different vector using them as a new design. Like as this is the final design, there is no other design similar to this one. There is this vector, these are completely in a different files but not together. So this is not the legal way, to be honest. You should not take any others work. But when you cannot make designs, or you cannot just, you are just a beginner, you cannot spend some money to buy vectors from free pics. So this is the way, and this is the way people's working, like whoever working on Fiverr, Upwork, every website, and using vectors for Teespring, merged by Amazon. This is the only legal way of using vectors. And you have to keep in mind that your design must be well modified, like well changed enough to make it something like, okay, this one is not looking very good as this, or this I kept that one longer, so I'm going to just take this one here. Now guys, this is the way of making designs when you are beginner or you are working for clients. You don't need to every time make a vector for your client. Like someone is paying you $5 to make a design, then you should not spend your too much time to make a vectors. But this is the way. Now you can see these designs are completely unique and in another style, and of course there is no copyright as I didn't use them as they were. I am just using them as a part of my design. Okay, so I hope this will help you to understand that why, how you can use others work, or how you can use some vectors from freepik. So this is the legal way. I hope this will help you. And of course, if, okay, I just don't want to make it longer. Guys, have a great time. This is the way of editing vectors and modifying them and using them in your design. So have a great time. See you in the next video. Thank you.